Welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to try to create the rods from God. Every so often I get comments on my channel asking me to make some rods from God, and I think it's gonna look pretty cool if we make some rods out of these things. Surprise, surprise. So the idea of rods from God is to essentially drop a rod from very, very high up, so it generates a lot of speed and hits something with all of that energy, and we're going to create an array of rods that are going to drop in sequence, at least this is the plan, from a very, very high altitude, and the challenge I think is going to be to actually hit a target. So first, let's create our rod system, or our single rod, because these things need to be able to fall straight down and stay in that orientation, which I guess we could simplify that by just adding this onto it. Although that only stabilizes it in one direction. In order to do multiple directions, I'd have to do something like this, which would make it a little bit bulkier. Or, you know what? These things are supposed to be heavy, so let's add some weight to these things. So this is 150 kilograms right here. And then let's add some drag onto the tail end of it. You know what? For this thing, I'm realizing for this thing to fall fast, I think we're gonna have to bury the sword. Not the sword itself, not like the sword itself, but the dispenser here, or the generator. Because this thing has terrible aero. If we go to aerodynamics, and then we face it in the direction, yeah, you can see it's all red arrows. So I'm probably going to want these to be in front, but they're also going to need to attack. Oh yeah, this works. This works, and it actually could look, I think, cool enough. And then this is what I'm thinking for drag, but we have one more element, is we need this thing to be attached and be detachable from whatever our platform is. I wish this was simpler, because we've used 27 blocks to create a single rod, and then the sword adds 20 complexity. So that's almost 50 blocks, or 50 points of complexity, which is going to vastly limit the amount that we can actually do. But here, let me see if I can do a quick initial drop test here. Just gonna put it up there and spawn it in. What's happening? Okay, I just wanted to see if the drag was working, and I don't think I had enough height to actually test it out. So you know what, let's just commit with what we got right now. I'm assuming if I drop it straight, it's going to go straight. There shouldn't be any unequal forces, I'm pretty sure. So we need to give it a platform. How many am I gonna be able to spawn in? I want them to be a little bit of spacing. I don't want them to be just like right next to each other. So if I give this a square like that. Okay, this is not the... I gotta simplify this. Let's say I want this area to house a single rod. Now let's just simplify these pieces down. All right, I was able to get it with 5 pieces. So now if I just copy and paste this, we should get a grid. There's 4. Now we are, I think we're at max complexity. Or not at max, but I don't think we can we get one more? All right, we can literally only get one more. But I'm gonna save that just for symmetry. We're gonna keep it like this. So how many of this? 3 by 4, we got 12. Now I need to, they need to be able to fly. So there's that. So that's why I need the extra complexity here. We need to be able to get up to a certain altitude, and I want them to auto release so that I can be down on the ground and witness the destruction potential. And I also need them to release in a sequential order. I think the easiest way to maybe do that, I could have made, like, if I thought of this ahead of time, I could have saved some time here. But let's use some logic. And we're just gonna have an OR logic gate on each of these. But this OR logic gate is going to have a delay. How much of a delay do we want between each rod? I'm gonna go with a half-second delay. Now I'll put a half-second delay gate on each one of these. And then if I just link them in sequence with each other, it should work. Oh, I did this wrong. I put more logic gates than I have things. They are not lined up at all. Okay, hold on. All right, that looks right. So the smart thing would have been to do this exact hookup on a single one of the rods, and then when I copy and pasted, all the logic gates would have already been hooked up to the detachable blocks. All right, so now I just have another logic gate that is going to be like, when this logic gate activates, it is going to start a sequence from this one. Goes into that one goes into that one. There we go. Now if I select everything, say block input, go to settings. There we go. Now we can actually see. Yes, we can see the sequence here. They're going to go in a zigzag pattern. Okay, so then we just need to activate this logic gate to start the entire sequence. So to do that, I think an altitude sensor will probably be our best option. So for now, let's just say altitude of 10 meters. And now we got, this thing weighs 2,700 kilograms. We got to make it fly. I want it to go straight up. So I think the best way is going to be gimbal jets. Good thing these things are only one complexity. All right, for now, I'm going to put a seat on it so that I can control it. All right, so when I press, why are the, oh, it's already happening. Okay, hold on. Apparently, this is 43 meters above the ground, apparently. Oh, we're above sea level. We're like on a thing. Yeah, this makes sense. We're not on like sea level. This is not a flat map. All right, let's just go 100. All right, now they should all stay attached, right? All right, can I fly? We're not even close. We are not even close. That's why I needed all this complexity. Can I double these up? All right, we are pretty much at max complexity. We had 691 out of 700. Please be enough. Okay, that's good. We're not exactly stable. Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's actually pretty interesting. All right, so there's something I didn't consider. When they start dropping, it changes the weight distribution. So I do have 9 blocks of complexity left. I'm gonna hope that these gyro stabilizers can save me. Let's put these on max strength. And you know what? I got 5 left. Let's go ahead and just double them all up. We are maximum complexity. All right, now let's see what happens when they release. It's still not enough. They're destroying each other. You can see them trying to straighten out. They'll have a lot more time to straighten out, which is good. Also, why are we drifting so much? Well, because we're tilting. This is gonna be very hard. Okay, hold on. What if... I don't know. I don't know what if. What I'm thinking is whenever the altitude sensor turns on to release these, it should also turn off the gimbal jets. Because I think continuing to apply the force is a problem. So actually, if I make another altitude sensor, set this one to the same altitude, but this one will trigger below. I guess that's all we need, but it'll be like it'll auto turn on, which I guess is fine. All right, so now it should just go up, and then it should stop as soon as... Okay, no, that's also a pretty big problem. This is terrible. This is logistically a bit more difficult than I was expecting. Oh no, I can't get down to the ground. Uh-oh. I may have shot myself in the foot here. Oh, there we go. We got into build mode. Okay, the problem is the platform stability is severely compromised once we start using it. How do we stabilize our platform? We have about 0 complexity to work with, so that does leave us some options. One of those options being hope that when we get to a higher altitude, it matters less. Another option is change the order of release to be more symmetrical, where instead of just going in a zigzag pattern, we actually go opposite sides at all times. So this is the starting one, goes into that one. This one, we don't want to have it go into that one. We want to have it go into that one. And then this one doesn't go into that one. Instead, it goes into that one. And then this one. And now we need to go over to the other corner. I missed. No, this one does not do that. It goes into the corner. Dang it, I missed again. Goes into the corner. Now this corner. So now we go into the center wide part. And that one does not go there. This one goes in the opposite. And this one, I guess, can go not there, but over here. Did I do that correctly? Let's find out. Here we go. This altitude system is not going to work. I'm just going to have to do it manually again. Oh, there's a break in the chain somewhere. But we are staying much more stable. It's helping. I think the smarter thing to do would be to have the opposite ones drop simultaneously. Then we wouldn't have any tilting going on. But I only have 12 that I'm working with. And I just think more sequential dropping will just be more interesting on the ground than two landing at the same time. All right, now I just got to figure out where the break in the chain was. So this one... Whoa! What did the game just do? I thought I was going to break everything, which it's this one. This one isn't going into anything. How did I continue the chain? I don't understand, because I continued the rest of the chain, but I don't know why there's a break here. So after I get to the center one, then what? Does this one receive from anywhere? It's receiving from this one, which is 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 receiving from this one. Oh, I'm in a loop here. All right, I think I just gotta start the chain. I gotta start over from here. All right, I think I fixed the chain. Let's find out. Yeah! Why are they going sideways? No, they're fine. Okay. Now we gotta drop them from higher. But I kinda wanna know how fast these things are gonna end up going. Okay, I got an idea. I'm only gonna follow one of them. It's gonna be the first one that drops. We have to compromise it a little bit to get a reading, so there is gonna be a bit of an observer effect. But we are gonna use a speed sensor. And... I just remember that the speed sensor, I think, is like, what is it, meters per second? But we also need a number display. All right, so if I freeze and zoom down to what I thought was the first one that drops, but it is not. I don't know why I thought this one was. We have one. I did not set the settings right. All right, output mode, measurement. All right, now it should definitely be the lowest one. So I believe that's 18 meters per second, 32. 36, 40, and right before hitting the ground, 48. But that should get faster and faster the higher we go. All right, now let's set the altitude to 1,000. See what kind of speeds we get. All right, up we go. This is gonna take a little bit. These things look pretty cool though. These look like some rods from God, that's for sure. Not real life ones, but I imagine what rods from God would look like. This meets that image. Oh, there we go. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. It's working. It's working. It's working. It's working. Okay, let's go ahead and freeze. And let's race down through. Ooh, this is cool. Let's check out our current speed. Man, there's some cinematic stuff here. Current speed on this one is 106 meters a second right now. Here they come. Okay, I don't even know where I took off. Like, I should have probably paid attention to that so I could have a more accurate understanding of its accuracy. Wait! No! Where's the logic gate? Where's the logic gate? No! I think the visual rendering of where the position of the rod is did not match its actual physical calculation to collide with the ground. I don't even know. They're going through the ground. I guess that's a good sign that they're so fast that they're penetrating through Earth. That's kind of the point, isn't it? Can I just repair up here? Oh, reloadable. If I stay on it, it reloads. Okay. All right. Now let's fly back down with it again. Where are they? There they are. All right, I'm gonna stop them early. I don't even know which one's which. Which one has the logic gates on it? There it is. 200 meters per second, I'm assuming. That's about 720 kilometers an hour. Honestly, not impressed. I want it to be at least the speed of sound. I don't know if these things are heavy enough for that. All right, let's go up higher. All right, well, I can't even see my altitude, honestly. Actually, this thing's been going up the whole time. So if I repair, yeah, they're just gonna drop. All right, this actually might be good. Oh, this is cinematic. Oh, that's cool. All right, I'm gonna race them down now. Oh, this is so cool. Wow. Okay, wait. I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the turn off the camera button instead of the pause button. All right, well, let's repair. I think we're even higher now. We should theoretically keep going up. There they all go. We can't even see the ground anymore. Oh, listen to the sound effect. That's crazy. There it goes. Oh, they're going faster. Okay. Okay, pause. Ooh. This is actually kind of fun in and of itself. We are now at 244. That's not a whole lot more. 878 kilometers an hour. So we need to reach 343 to get to the speed of sound. Are we still ascending? I wish I had an altitude that actually told me, even though this altitude sensor is there, it's reached whatever max is, I guess. Are we at max? Are we still going up? Actually, I don't even know how to tell if we're still going up. We could be... We're as high as we can be right now. Wait, are we though? How do I tell? Maybe we're not. I think we are going up. Okay, I think we are still going up. Let's repair and keep on going up. This is going to take so long to replicate this altitude. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going up. Okay, this is how I tell. I go into the stationary camera and then I can see that that's still going up. Okay, wait, catch up with them. It's going to take them longer and longer to reach the ground. This is cool. The accuracy of these has to be... There's no way. There's no way these are going to have any accuracy. The chances of me hitting something at the speed of sound. All right, let's do a check-in right now. 343. 268. It's not enough. Oh, it went into the water now. Yeah, we keep moving with every single drop. Okay, it decelerated. No! It respawns you when you reach the skybox. That's not good. I wonder what altitude that was. So if I set this to 10,000, 2,000 is the max. We were definitely, I think we were above that. We can simplify the rods. It's gonna be annoying to do, but we could do it. I think I need to use the gyro stabilizers in order to make these things heavier. But then my structure won't be able to go up. Oh no, everything fights me on this. In order to make these things go faster, I need to give them more mass so that they can accelerate with gravity. Well, no, that doesn't actually make sense, does it? No, it does make sense because it's not the gravity it's not the speed of acceleration through gravity. It's the speed of acceleration through the air resistance. Giving it more mass will make it will make the air resistance have less of an impact on it, which will allow it to speed up, or it will allow it to maintain a higher acceleration for longer before the wind resistance starts taking over too much and reaching terminal velocity. Because that's our main problem, is we are not in a vacuum right now. Otherwise, these things would have unlimited acceleration potential or velocity potential. But the problem with making them heavier is my platform becomes heavier, and then I might not have enough thrust to go up anymore, or it'll make it extremely slow. I'm gonna put 5 weights in here. I'm trying to make its form factor as small as possible. You know what? This could work here. Just gonna fill in that gap. Yeah, aerodynamically, I think this works. Here, let's turn on aerodynamics. Just take this real quick and turn it towards the arrow. Oh, but the front of this, I forgot. Yeah, this is terrible. And now we have only good arrow on this. And way less points of resistance. Okay, I didn't change. I kept all of the detachable blocks, so they should all be still programmed. So, oh, look how much slower. Wait. What's my complexity limit? I might have more room for more gimbals. 603. I saved on so much complexity. We need that. We need that for gimbals. All right. There we go. Why are we tilting? I'm symmetrical. What? No, this cannot happen. This is going to make it impossible to aim if this is how I go up. Why does this happen, though? Also, why aren't they releasing? The programming should be... Oh, it's at 2,000 now. That's why. All right, they should drop it any second now. I just want to see, does it seem any faster? Unfortunately, we've got... What? Why are they just exploding? First of all, they don't have explosives in them. Also, wait, the gimbals all exploded? Wait, where's the... Oh, and also I don't have a speed indicator on my first one. This is gonna be harder than I thought. Like, to get a target hit, I don't know how feasible that's gonna be. Where's our first one? First one is over here. I need my speed indicator. Yeah, we lean to one side when we go up, which makes us travel a little bit because of the wind resistance. Even though we have so many gimbals on this thing right now. Right, now they're... No, why do they They're going into each other. Because I'm leaning. It's missing one of the gyros. It's only going 62. This is not turning out very well. All right, there we go. At least it's intact now. I'm honestly surprised that this made that big of a difference. 134. It is accelerating pretty fast, actually. Before it gets to the ocean. 171. All right, but we're not that high up yet. Why do we tilt so much? Is the first one intact still? Oh, man, it's going fast. Hold on. Whoa. I didn't expect it to already be down here. That's a good sign, right? I hope it's going faster than what we've been at. We need 343. We're at 223, and we are nowhere near the altitude that we were releasing from before. I think we can make these things go supersonic, but the problem we're dealing with right now is our platform does not rise level. So I'm going to keep testing this out for now. What is going on, though? My question is, why was it working before when I had more stuff going on the rods? Here we go. And stop. All right, speed check. 272? All right, is it still accelerating a decent amount, though? Oh, that looks so cool. That looks so cool. Even though it's not going as fast as I want it to, it still looks pretty fast. 281. I think that's faster than what we got to before, right? And then in that little amount of time, it went from 281 to 272. Is it registering it? I think it's registering it as being in the water right now. I think what we're seeing is back in time. 235. It is slowing down right now. I think it's actually physically in the water. Visually, not. There they all go. The trail is so epic. I like the trail a lot. All right, we should be a lot higher now. Let's do it again. As long as the first one survives, I can get my measurement. Oh my goodness. It's so epic watching the Earth come into view. All right, before it gets too close to the water, we gotta freeze. Where'd it go? All right, we're at 280 something before. 316. We're so close. What was it? 343? Yeah, 343. All right, 316. Pew! 323. Pew! 333. We need another 10, but I think it's going to hit the water before then. That's definitely probably in the water by now. Physically speaking. 339. It's probably in the water by now. It's gonna probably be less. 289. Okay, yeah. Yep. Don't worry. This time will be the one. We'll at least have, I believe, a supersonic rod from God, which I think the original proposal for the original concept was like Mach 10. But yeah, we're not getting that outside the space map. But also in the space map, it wouldn't really work because there's no actual gravity that we can use to reach these speeds. No! Hold on. No! No, it was gonna happen. That was gonna be the one. We just respawned is the problem. I have no idea when that happens. You know what? I'm gonna go to the sandbox map because I don't know if this is true, but I for some reason I feel like the skybox is taller in the sandbox map. You know, the test map is what I meant. All right, we still gotta deal with this very bad issue of our leaning. I don't understand. You know what? I got an idea on how to make myself go up faster, as long as I have the room for it. So essentially, get rid of all of these blocks and create a wireframe. All right, does this go up? It does go up. And it does seem to be a lot more flat. So that's a good sign. I could use more upwards thrust though. So I'm gonna try to add some more because I do have some complexity left over now. I essentially realized I didn't really need to use the chrome blocks as connector points because I needed all these gimbal thrusters and they are working as connector points, to be honest. So it's fine. I think everything else is still working. It should be programmed the same. Nothing should have changed. Feels like we're going much straighter up, which I do appreciate. Yes, this is so much better. All right, we're gonna go up further. We should be going even faster now that we've lost those because that's a lot of weight lost. All right, we just hit max, which is 2,000. I wish we could see the altitude above that though. I wonder what the actual max altitude on this map is. All right, let's do a test drop now. All right, there they go. They are. I'm actually having trouble catching up to them. Okay, hold on. We're only at 188 so far. 217. So the problem is, if I try to do a targeted thing, I don't think I'll be able to do it because I won't be able to have these things auto drop at an altitude higher than 2,000. 244. We're gonna hit the ground very soon though. All right, I think I just hit the ground. Yep, you can see it's destroyed now. All right, well, let's watch how accurate do they all seem to be hitting around here. That's actually pretty accurate. That's cool. Oh, that's cool. All right, let's do another drop. Whoa, it's getting faster. It's faster than my camera right now. I never really thought about what the camera max speed is. Is it the speed of sound? I think this might be the one. We might hit supersonic speeds. We're at 331 and we still got a ways to go. Oh, this is exciting. All right, here we go. Pause. We're looking for 343. 350. There it is. All right, we've officially made a supersonic kinetic weapon, rods from God. Now, let's get down to the ground here. Not under the ground, but to the ground. There we go. If we look up, can we see them? Oh, yes, we can. It's still frozen right now, though. All right, let's see. And go. There we go. They're all going at least Mach 1. All right, does it seem like we're moving? It does seem like we're moving. Where's my vehicle? Do we actually have a skybox that we hit and get destroyed in the test zone compared to the other maps? That might be what happened there. All right, so we know that these things can reach Mach speed given enough altitude, but right now their only altitude is at 2,000. So now let's stand here and let's see. I can't even look straight up. Let's see if they hit me. They're not gonna drop. They should drop automatically at 2,000. So that might take a little while. And you know what? I might as well be in something large. Oh my goodness, they're already falling. It cut me in half. I wasn't expecting that to happen so quick. Wait, one of them is sticking up out of the ground. That's epic. Hold on. Go back. Go back. Look at this. What are the chances of that happening? Not only is it sticky. Oh, well, never mind. I was gonna say it's balanced, but we literally have gyros on it, so that's not that exciting. Okay, all right, that was actually pretty cool. They did come down faster than I expected. Let's send it back up. I'm gonna stand right here. The good thing is it's accurate now, at least. So now we just spawn in my truck here, and now it's a waiting game. Oh, let's do third-person view here. Oh, they're coming. Oh! Come on! Oh, they travel a little bit. They do travel a little bit. Dang it. Alright, let's try that again. I don't know how to compensate. I don't know how to predict where they're gonna land compared to where I am. So I think I took off from like... Ah! Vehicle's great, isn't it? Right here, maybe? Alright, let's pause. Activate. Alright, they are dropping. Oh, it looks so epic. Here we go. Disappointed. I'm gonna do this until it's epic. Here they come. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Come on. Come on. Oh, man. I gotta take note of where... All right, so we're facing the same direction as our thing. Oh, my goodness. Come on. Get out. So it took off from, like, right here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yes! We got a good hit. Alright, seems to... At least this time it's trending more left of where the vehicle is facing. That was one good hit. I really want it to be, like, a lot of good hits. I might have to drive through. Alright, so then this vehicle should be facing this way. Here they come. Whoa. Wait, they're going that way now. They're going that way. Dang, we didn't get any good hits that time either. This vehicle's absolutely terrible. Alright, just minding my business. Doing some deliveries, you know. What's happening? I'm hiding. So they seem to go maybe left of where my... Oh. Well, that's one way to use the rods from God, I guess. Oh, that's epic. Oh, yes. Yes. That was the deadliest hit of them all. Am I even in the seat anymore? I was in this truck. Oh, where am I? The seat is... Oh, there I am. That was the most deadly shot. Directly through the roof of the cockpit. Got rid of the seat and everything. That was pretty epic. Also, that view is epic. All right, they are dropping. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? I thought they were dropping. Oh, there they go. There they go. Oh, yes. Oh, they're moving that way. We did get one good hit, though, at least with a top-down view like that. Ooh, that was a satisfying kind of explosion plume there. Imagine if you could program a vehicle to repair itself unmanned. All right, let's try. Oh! Oh! I was trying to get an interesting view, but I can't really look up without the truck getting out of the way. Or, yeah, getting out of the frame. All right, I'm going to try one from the perspective of... Whoops. of this thing. Oh boy, they already started dropping. Man, it's really getting up to 2,000 really fast. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is pretty cool. There it goes too. Yeah, there it is. All right. Man, the destruction is so cool. All right, once again. Oh, my seat did survive that time, actually. Just took out the right side of the cab. It is an armored seat, too. I'm actually kind of impressed that it got taken out that one time. All right, there's definitely some logistical challenges with the rods from God, but we were able to pull off a targeted, loosely saying targeted attack, and just got lucky destroying the main target inside the cab, which was myself. Wee. So, unfortunately, we can't release the rods at automatically at above 2,000 units high. So they weren't able to go supersonic on their own with gravity for the actual attack. But we were able to witness some supersonic rods in our own testing when we went higher and higher and higher to the skybox. So let me know what you guys thought about this. And if you have any other crazy ideas that you'd like to see on the channel, leave those comments below. Oh, the truck is sideways right now, but we're probably going to go the other direction, aren't we? Yep, of course. Not going to give me the satisfaction. But if you enjoyed this video, you'll probably enjoy some more you can find right here on the end screen. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.